gandang Latina. This is Sophia Nicole Arcangel. I'm 24 years old stunner and I am all the way from Cagayan, province of Laguna. Thank you.
Good evening. Yenda Victoria, 21 years old, all the way from Paculan. Thank you very much.
Good evening. My name is Paculan. I'm 24-year-old stunner who hails all the way from the land of the most beautiful sirenas in the Philippines, Pinyahan, Quezon City. And ladies and gentlemen, panel board of judges, the national costume that I'm wearing tonight is actually inspired by Philippine Christmas parol. Good evening and please enjoy the show. This is for you all. Magandang gabi. I am Patricia Payumov, 23, all the way from the mountain biking capital of the Philippines, San Mateo, province of Rizal. Maayong gabi kaninyong mga tanan. My name is Aya Garcia, 24, all the way from the gentle people of Dumaguete City, Negros Oriental. And I bring you to the colorful and majestic celebration of Ebon Birds and Eggs Festival. Magandang gabi po.
Let's go! Patilimin mo yung ilaw, and here it goes. From 10, we will be trimming down now the winners and determining the last final question and answer. The top 5 for Tatak Marasigan's Queen of LGBTQIA+. Top 5 will begin with candidate number... your spot, and now let's move forward. The next candidate to be part of top 5 is candidate number 3, Sophia Arcangel. The third spot for the top 5 semifinalists is candidate number... Candidate number 6, kasi Paculan. And the fourth spot, Ryan. Congratulations, candidate number 6. Let's now give the fourth spot to candidate number 11, Aya Garcia. Ladies, congratulations. And again, you did well. Ladies and gentlemen, San Juan, Batangas, completing the top 5 semifinalists and has the chance to win 50,000 pesos. It's candidate number... The final spot belongs to candidate number 7.
And which one do you consider more important? Can you repeat the question? Okay. How would you differentiate knowledge and wisdom? And which one do you consider more important?
Thank you. Knowledge is something that we can acquire through learning. This is something that we get through studying. This is what we get when we studied in our school and our universities. Wisdom is something that you learn, and you learn it through experience. That is the difference between the two. Now, which one do I consider the most important? I would like to consider wisdom to be more heavier. The weight of the word wisdom is heavier than knowledge. Why? Simply because you learn through experience. That's how simple the explanation would be. Being someone who graduated with a bachelor's degree in mass communication at Far Eastern University, I can say that knowledge is definitely power, but wisdom is definitely something that you can take with you until the last breath, until your last breathing day. Why? Because even when you get older, when your hair gets gray, then you will share to the younger community that what you've learned through your experience, your journey, your legacy. This is something that we can inculcate in their minds what your journey is about. And living in this world is sharing and learning about everyone's experiences. That is all. Thank you.
Sir Renan. Good evening, Pretty. Here is your question. How would you differentiate knowledge and wisdom? And which one do you consider more important?
May you repeat the question, sir, please?
Okay, let me repeat again. How would you differentiate knowledge and wisdom? And which one do you consider more important?
Thank you for that very interesting question. Well, how can I differentiate talent and wisdom? Well,
Knowledge.
how am I going to differentiate knowledge and wisdom? Well, for me, knowledge is something that we learn from school and from other professionals. And I think that wisdom is something that is natural in you. I believe that what's more important is wisdom. Because I believe that the wisdom that you know to yourself is more important. I think that is more valuable than the knowledge that we learn from other things. Because sometimes those knowledge aren't valid. Those are fake news. Or those doesn't come from valid information or valid resources. So I believe that wisdom is more important because I believe that your own perception is more important because that considers you as who you are as a person. And I believe that by that, you could be able to live the world with all your wisdom and sharing it to other people. Thank you.
Maganda. A question. How would you differentiate knowledge and wisdom? And which one do you consider more important? Okay.
I'm sorry. I wasn't able to get the last one.
Okay. How would you differentiate knowledge and wisdom? And which one do you consider more important?
Alright. How am I differentiating knowledge from wisdom? Well, if I will go back on high school school because I believe my teacher taught me about the differences between knowledge and wisdom. I believe knowledge is actually something that you can acquire through reading. Reading books, reading news, something like that, you'll definitely acquire knowledge from doing so. Wisdom is something that you can acquire through experience. So that's the main difference. And which is more important? Of course, wisdom. Why? Because we definitely learn a lot from experience. I am experiential learner, to be very honest. When I read books, I don't really learn so much about reading books. But when I experience something, one thing is for sure, I will definitely learn its lesson. Good evening.
Good morning po.
This is your question. How would you differentiate knowledge and wisdom? And which one do you consider more important? Do I have to repeat? How would you differentiate knowledge and wisdom? And which one do you consider more important?
Okay, thank you very much for that very mind-boggling question. How will I differentiate knowledge from wisdom? And among the two, which is more important? Knowledge is something you have learned based on experience, in book smart or in streetwise. Knowledge is incapable of people who is learning because we have the intellectual mind to learn and we are not ignorant based on our experience and based on our studies. And wisdom is something that is inner in ourselves. That something is taught by our parents, by our teachers, and also by our experiences. And what is the most important thing about the two? The most important thing for me is wisdom. Yes, we can learn with our experiences because of knowledge. We can learn from books. We can learn from streets because of our experience. But it is very difficult to learn and to have wisdom from ourselves if we will never learn how to value everyone who surrounds us. Ladies and gentlemen, let's face the reality that God has given us the serenity to accept things we cannot change, the wisdom to know things, and the courage to change the difference. Therefore, as an individual, what's most important is to always be a good Samaritan. Do good things not only for the benefit of your own self, but for the benefit of the society. Because at the end of the day, what you will do for yourself dies with you, but what you will do for humanity remains eternal. So at the end of the day, I know for a fact that I am a well-rounded, a dignified, and a respected one because of my wisdom. So at the end of the day, I am worthy because I am a person with dignity, with humor, and most especially with wisdom. Because always inculcate this in mind, that you do not become worthy for who you are nor for what you have, but you will always become worthy for others that become because of you. Thanks so much.
Ladies
Hello, good evening. Hi. Firstly, congratulations for making it this far. So here's your question. How would you differentiate knowledge and wisdom? And which one you consider is more important? Do you want to get that? Sure. So how would you differentiate knowledge and wisdom? And which one do you consider is more important?
Thank you so much. I think the most important is the knowledge. Why do I say so? Because knowledge, you can gain it in your unforgettable experience. Right in this moment, competing in the beautiful Canteseras, raising our colorful flag is such a wonderful blessing. It gives me a lot of knowledge because at first, I see the invitation, I doubted myself. I know to myself there will be a well-known conteseras that will be here competing for tonight's pageant. But then again, seeing my friends and my family cheering for me, hearing them saying my name is such a wonderful blessing for me. And for me, that knowledge that comes from my friends, my family, and the San Juaneño people encouraged me to do my best and compete for tonight's pageants and raise my advocacy, which is to have an equal rights and opportunity to the LGBTQIA+ community. Because after all, if we have the same rights to access to education, access to health, access to employment, we can now reimagine a world where every people, every LGBTQIA+ community member is free to pursue and live for their dreams. Thank you so much.
Queen, 4th runner-up.
Presenting the award for LGBT Queen of Tatak, Marasigan 4th runner-up, we have Mr. RJ Manalo. The winner will receive 5,000 cash.
Ladies and gentlemen, sino sa palagay ninyo, San Juan, ang ating 4th runner-up number? Come on.
LGBT Queen 4th runner-up is candidate number 7, Rustin Lee Chavez.
Congratulations, candidate number 7.
Please go in our center stage to get your crown, your sash, bouquet, and your cash prize.
LGBTQ Queen Tatak Marasigan this year's 3rd runner-up is
San Juan, sino sa tingin niyo ang ating 3rd runner-up?
to be awarded by
To present the awards to our LGBT Queen of Tatak, Marasigan 3rd runner-up, may we call on Honorable Rowena Magaria.
Alam kong kabado ng ating candidates and also you audience, pero sino sa tingin niyo ang ating 3rd runner-up?
Okay.
LGBT Queen of the Tatak Marasigan 3rd runner-up is candidate number 11, Aya Garcia.
Congratulations. And again, our time. 3 ladies are there. Let's announce the 2nd runner-up.
LGBT Queen of Tatak, Marasigan 2nd runner-up will receive 15,000 pesos cash. And to present the awards, may we call on Honorable Rodel Bibinka de Chavez.
San Juan, Batangas. Who do you think is the 2nd runner-up number?
Raise your hands. Ayan, nakikita natin ang pulso ng San Juan.
LGBTQ Queen, Tatak Marasigan 2nd runner-up is you. Candidate number. Candidate number 8, Patricia Payumo. Runner-up is, and to be awarded by
LGBT Queen first runner-up will receive 30,000 pesos cash. And to present the awards, we have Miss Angela Marasigan.
We are requesting the 2 remaining candidates
to please go in front. Lapit tayo sa harap, center stage.
Sige, ito na nga. Okay, para di na tayo magtagal, ang tatawagin natin yung nanalo na mismo. Okay? Okay ba? Okay.
Yes, this is the moment of truth. Hindi na namin kayo paghintayin sa Juan. Unahin naming awardan ang LGBT Queen of Tatak Marasigan 2022.
Ladies and gentlemen, the first ever LGBTQIA+ Tatak Marasigan title holder who will win 50,000
pesos! Wow!
to be awarded by
Presenting the awards and to crown our LGBT Queen of Tatak Marasigan 2022 is no other than the original Queen of Tatak Marasigan, Honorable Luis Marasigan.